Hey everybody, this is Keith Gleason from Indie Comics Relay, back with another comic book review. Before we get into the review, just want to let you know Mighty Mascots, the campaign for issues 4, 5, and 6 is still fulfilling. I believe at my last check, I was down to about 150 packages left, so I'm getting them out, not as quick as I'd like, but we're still pushing out about 15 to 20 packages a week. So I'm hoping by the end of July or into August, I'll have everything squared away and out the door. Also, just wanted to let you know the lettering is going well on BEARDZZERKER as well. Don Shin's new project. That should be, I think I just lettered issues or pages 11 through 15, and I believe it's going to be either a 24 or 32 page book, I think, or something like that. So that's coming along good. And I just picked up another lettering job, so I'll talk about that on a future review. Also, Johnny should be launching his Kickstarter campaign for the new issue of Surrounded by Death. That should be happening soon. I don't know if he's going to have a video or not, but we'll share everything here once he does. So keep an eye on that. All right. So now on to the review. This week's review was another comic that was sent to me by one of the creators. The name of the comic is The Nightmare Man. This was a one-shot comic book. It looks like the company that put it out or the self-publishing label is Sequential Decay, which kind of goes well with the theme of the book. The writer of the book is Matthew Wilding, and the artist is Matt Rowe. I didn't see any other credits on there like inker or colorist or letterer. I'm assuming that Matt Rowe did everything else on the book. So I guess if either of you guys are out there, you can let me know if that's the case or not. But yeah, so the synopsis for this story. So it's a one shot. It's a horror kind of book. It's cut from the vein of like a Tales from the Crypt. There was 2 stories in the book, like one that takes up most of the book, and then there's a short story at the end of the book. And it's I don't want to give too much away what the horror is, but the Nightmare Man seems to be just what he sounds like, a being that haunts your nightmares, basically. The stories seem to be kind of like a, like I said, Tales from the Crypt, but meets like an indie kind of slice of life kind of storyline. The theme here seemed to be, a person fighting their inner demons, except in this case, the person's demons happen to be really real, and that's all I kind of want to say about it. It's a story you should discover on your own if you're a fan of horror, indie kind of stuff. The Nightmare Man is something that I think you would like. So yeah, I thought the story was well done, well made, well told. I thought the artwork was really fit the book as well. Matt Rowe seemed to have sort of like I hasten to say it, but like a scratchy kind of style where the artwork looked kind of like something that you would see, like, I don't know if like a wood carving is like a accurate description, or it had like kind of like that, like a scratchy kind of style, but it fit the book. I fit the tone of the book, and I thought it really worked. It's what was I going to say? The book kind of reminded me of, there's a series from Image Comics called The Ice Cream Man. Kind of the same thing in a lot of ways, where there's a protagonist that's sort of like the serial killer or monster called the Ice Cream Man, and he just serves up horror tales, and somehow he's sort of involved in each of the stories as well. So that's what this reminded me of, Nightmare Man. I don't know if those guys were influenced by that book or not, but I would say definitely check it out. The backup stories seem to be a shorter, there's a different character called Lurch, which is sort of like a throwback to like Addams Family, because the guy was tall and creepy. And that one was shorter. It was like 8 to 10 pages, and it was the same creative team telling a different horror story. So I don't know if these guys have plans to do more. One of my critiques was that I didn't think we didn't get enough of the Nightmare Man. He's sort of, the monster's revealed. You don't know why you kind of know why he's doing it, but you don't know. You want to know more about his history, where he came from, things like that. I think being that this is a one shot, I don't know if they'll ever flesh that out or if it's just supposed to be ambiguous. But I guess that's a good thing that I left the book wanting more. So kudos to them. So that was my one critique. I would love to know more about the character, the more the background. I thought the lettering, I thought the inking was good. It's solid. It just worked for the type of book it was. So that's about all I got to say about it. I would like to see more from these guys, to see what else they've worked on down the road. See if they've told other kind of stories or if they're just horror guys, pretty much. But I would give this one a recommend, especially if you're a horror fan. If you're not into horror, I don't know if this book would be for you, or if you would even like it. But you maybe, I don't know. Horror comics are vastly different than horror movies, So I don't know. I don't find them as shocking as a horror movie. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for joining me for this week's review. We'll be back live on Wednesday with another live show. I hope to see you there. The audience has been pretty great, pretty vocal lately. So even if you don't watch us live, the interviews usually are on the channel the next day. So, check it out. Some of the guests we've had recently have been great, especially the guys from the Cryptidals that we just had on last week. That were really a fun group of guys. So we had a good discussion about creatures and things like that. So, so check that out. All right, guys, we'll have a great day, and we'll talk to you in the next one. All right. Thanks.